So, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this morning's discussion. First and foremost, thank you very much for the feedback that you gave me on the first blog that I had started a few weeks back on making fitness a lifestyle. Those who have not read it, please do so. I will get directly to today's topic without having to go too much into my background, etc. It's all available on the blog. Today we aim at addressing an issue or a topic which involves in terms of what all we can do to support endurance rides on a cycle. I have with me Dilshad, my dear friend, buddy, who has been cycling along with me for the past 1 year. Introduced to cycling around 2 years back, right, Dilshad? 2 years is good to say. And he came, we had a lot of discussions around his constraints, around his job, around his profile, and how much time he can give per se to fitness. And post that, it has been a journey, an evolution of sorts, which took us to addressing specific issues while we moved into specific exercise routines. So with that, Dilshad, go ahead.
Thank you, David. Good morning to everyone. I would like to introduce myself. Anyway, like David said, I'm Dilshad. So my job involves quite a bit of traveling. So the past 5 years, I've been working on a sales cum marketing person with an all India reach out. So that makes me travel a lot. I generally travel at least 3 to 4 days a week. So I generally go out on a Monday, come back by Thursdays or Fridays.
Mostly hungover.
Mostly hungover, yeah. So just to put in perspective, I would be almost having 4 lakh miles on my frequent flyer programs each. Then of course the traveling also brings in. You are on the road for quite a bit of time, so you have your back aches, you have your neck aches. Then the erratic eating again takes a toll on your health. So what brought me to cycling was like all of us, that we would go to a doctor's checkup and the parameters would go all haywire. So I decided that I needed proper exercise, need more cardio. So weight, and I was running and all was not very well for me. I decided to get myself a cycle, did my bike fit, did everything in, and then started exercising. But then that brought in its own level of problems.
I remember, Dilshad, sorry to interrupt you here, but I remember when we first met, you used to do a leisure walk every evening for about what, 3-4 kilometers only?
Yes.
Yeah? And then we worked that up to today you're doing almost 8 to 10 kilometers on a regular basis.
Yes,
right?
I do walk around 8 to 10 kilometers, so
Right.
I try to do that then. And I believe you also helped me with the run. So on when the cycling was not improving, you had asked me to run and alternate between walk and run, so as to space my whole thing to that 8 kilometers within an hour. So that's helped me out a lot to improve on my basics. Even while cycling, what used to happen is that I could not pedal all the time. So I used to pedal, then there would be gaps, and then I would pedal again. So those things has actually improved when with this running. So my breathing posture, which you again asked me to take up, has improved a bit. I would say it has improved considerably. So I'm able to do my 10K run, not at the pace that I want probably, but the pace has still been improving. It's a practice that I think is what lacks. But then yes, fitness levels are much better.
So today we are here to address a specific concern or a specific task that Dilshad wants to address, and which is to do an endurance ride, a long endurance ride. Let me put it that way: a minimum 200-kilometer ride, sometime in a month's time from now. Now, if you look at Dilshad's profile, as well as a lot of people who tend to work the way all of to today's corporate world and the challenges, deadlines, stress involved, the biggest issue that we have when we have to train for an endurance ride is time. Okay, and how much time can we put on from Monday to Friday versus how much time you can put on a weekend? It is very difficult, and I wouldn't recommend doing 100-kilometer rides or 200-kilometer rides once a week on a Saturday or a Sunday. You'll tend to address and do more damage to yourselves rather than building your fitness to do that long day distance ride consistently over short break rides or exercises right through the week. So one program we are addressing along with Dilshad is, given the fact that he has to travel, we are looking at short fitness routines between 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour, 3 to 4 times a week, and a long routine either on a Saturday or a Sunday at his convenience. So, Dilshad, let's look at how you were 3 to 4 months back, okay, and how you are now. I remember the fact that when we were cycling around 6 months back, Dilshad's average was barely reaching 24, 25 on good days, but on most days it used to be between 23 to 25. Right?
Yeah, between 21 and 22
Correct.
would be the average on the most days.
So the first thing we addressed was how to build fitness over a period of time. Now, to give you an example, you will not get up from your bed and just about run a 10K, right? You will look at building it up from maybe to an extent, maybe just a 1 kilometer run. So when Dilshad used to walk 5K kilometers, what we did was we broke that up. We did a 4-kilometer walk and a 1K kilometer run and end. Similarly,
That
when
helped increase it.
that
So we slowly increased
correct.
and,
So today, how many kilometers do you run and how many kilometers do you walk?
I do mostly 8 kilometers of run and 2 kilometers of walk. So
So-
the proportion has gone the other way
Reverse,
around.
right? So just by being consistent in this particular aspect of fitness, of doing 2 kilometers of walk and an 8K kilometer run, and how many times in a week? 3 times?
It's 3 to 4 times
Three-
if I can, yes.
Yeah, so it's looking at 3 to 4 times. And how has that brought your average to, if it is your cycling
So
average?
my cycling average has gone from 20 to, so on a normal day that I want, a normal average is around 28. So that is without stressing out. I want to do better. I mean, now it is, you're scared of the cars on the road, but then other than that, yes, on a normal day I can do it 28 around say.
So, considering the constraints of dogs, potholes, crazy Ola and Uber drivers, we are looking at a consistent 28 average today, and how it has built. So, in addition to coupling your exercise, look, when you are 35 and above, automatically your body's BMRs reduces from what we were when we were in our 20s and early 30s. So it is very important to give your muscle groups that much amount of time to recover. So we started with alternating between cycling and running. Okay, that was the first thing we did. Second is we also started addressing specific issues. Dilshad had consistent lower back issues and shin splints.
Yes,
Okay.
and the running itself, being a flat-footedness, the shoes would never work properly. So I used to have consistent heel pain, shin splints, lower back, shoulder pains.
Correct. So we, in addition to coupling the exercises, we also looked at specific exercises. Now, here is something that I looked at working on my martial arts background and brought in specific exercises for shoulder strengthening, core strengthening. When we looked at that lower back pain, we realized that the biggest issue to this lower back pain was a weak core, and that weak core led to this lower back pain that started. So we looked at specific core exercises, whether it was crunches, sit-ups, or general sprints, which would help lower core, and specific strengthening exercises for the leg muscles.
So, I believe the leg muscles have considerably improved. So, I'm able to undertake a 10k run from what I could do earlier. I could never do a 1 kilometer run without pausing in between. Now, of course, 10 kilometers I do pause, but then it is not as what it used to be. Cycling, of course, I believe I can do better averages, but then I limit myself. But then, whenever I do decent stuff, I can do the kilometers. I don't stress out myself. Plus, the recovery is the biggest difference. When you talk about doing a 100-kilometer ride and coming home, you would come home and now you are as fresh as ever. You are not knocked down. Earlier, doing a 60 or 70-kilometer ride and coming home, you need to have rest. I mean, the rest of the day is spent recovering, or you would end up sleeping or whatsoever. But that is not the nowadays. So which is a big thing. So you can actually go about doing your work. So there have been days that I would do a 100-kilometer ride. I would come home, get ready, take the next flight. I would go to Nagpur. Then I would travel 4 hours of drive and go meet a customer and then come back to my hotel. So there's been those days also.
So fitness, as I keep coming back to, fitness is not just about doing an endurance ride or a 10k run, or for that matter any sport. It is about feeling good at the end of the day. One important aspect that I always tend to emphasize on is your warming up and your cooling down. Please understand that when you build up to a 1 hour run or a 3 hour cycling routine, the stretches that you do pre and post a ride, easing it out, getting yourself back to your normal heart rate, as well as the diet that you tend to eat at the end. I prefer going natural when it comes to training days, and limit protein bars or sport bars only on the time of the particular event day, or on those days where I am doing the sportive or the brevet. So it's very important to keep that consistency. To sum up today's discussion, Dilshad, this 2 kilometer, just for the audience, this 2k kilometer run that you were able to do, and today 8k kilometer, how long has this journey been?
So it is a couple of months basically.
Right. So it is just 2 to 3 months, and Dilshad has reached here from where he was. I'm sure that the audience listening to us will take a cue from. It's important to build on your training. Don't go into extreme training and just get up 1 week prior to your endurance ride or run. Very important is, today we have expensive cycles, so you could be riding an MTB or a hybrid or a road or a road bike. All these 3 types of machines have different postures, which require different sets of exercises to strengthen and maintain your fitness using those postures. Remember, cycling is not easy. It's a painful sport, and to aid yourself with that painful sport, you definitely need to keep yourself fit on the saddle. So with that, friends, I hope you liked our short discussion. We'll end today with a next round where we hope that we can share a workshop on the specific exercises that will take this day discussion and put it into action. And please feel free to reach out to us at any point of time. Your comments, feedback are most welcome, and we'll take up more topics as we go ahead. So thank you,
Thank you, David. Thank you.